Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. In this one, two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. So Delaware's offense will start this game off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. They were trying to work the outside, and he played that perfectly and almost got the pick. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. The Gamecocks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. If you had a DB on the bingo card for the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, and I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacked.
He's loose. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And it's no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie, and instead you knock it off the post.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll go back to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Silver. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the stats.
Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here in the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the 1st down.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Silver. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on 3rd and goal from the 3. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going down 3-0. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Gamecocks brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Cook. Across the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gamecocks are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under fire. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Man, that hurts. If you're the offensive coordinator, you need to come up with a completion or a first down. The quarterback had all day to throw that football. He had well over 6 seconds to throw that thing from the pocket. Incredible job in pass pro. Somebody's got to get open, but the quarterback has got to be more accurate when you've got that much time. Incomplete now sets up fourth down.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Brown wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's LeBoy. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant sensation.
For a quarterback, those mechanics need to be second nature, but sometimes they can get a little rushed.
Yeah, and we've seen that. We've had spin sessions on the field before games with Jesse, and just gets on that back foot a lot and just can't stay consistent at all. It might be the hair gel, weighing him down, but that back foot just starts to slide in there. Mechanics get bad, sloppy.
There he goes! Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Leaves it with the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Fires complete on the crosser. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looking to throw again. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on third and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football. Knowing where the sticks are, they break on it, and they get the big interception.
And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Brown will throw it right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity. For the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 2nd down coming up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes! Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Wimsatt. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
And the Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fakes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Blue Hens line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the ball comes to rest right there. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes a man miss. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll throw on 3rd down. Still looking on the move. Nice job by this junior. To get it done on the ground.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Blue Hens need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Blue Hens will snap it on first and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man. And they swarm him under. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch near the 50. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gets rid of it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Slithers into space. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Brown wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Petway. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Gamecocks are on the move. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
Makes the catch. It's Rechsteiner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Tight end now in motion. The give as they work on that clock. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got the first down. Looking for more. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And the Blue Hens with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
The give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the right. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. No, he got loose. And after the interception return, he... down to the 32-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Opening play of the drive from the 39. A quick pass to the left. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout and all... Good, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Wimsatt. Catch in the middle, it's Rechsteiner. And the Gamecocks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that step... Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground. And the Blue Hens enter the final minute with the lead. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. All wideouts, no backs. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Finds him out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Blue Hens will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Lets it fly deep downfield. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall in the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Now Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. They'll try to blast their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.